All right, you guys, today you are gonna make some papel picado. And papel picado is used to decorate all sorts of places in Mexico or other Latin American countries when they celebrate any holidays or things like that in those countries. It's a very inexpensive way to decorate because usually they use tissue paper, which is very inexpensive to use. And they hang them across the streets and all sorts of things with them. But today you're gonna make papel picado using butcher paper, and you each should have a piece of butcher paper that looks similar to this. Of course, it does not have the lines drawn on it. We're gonna be using all sorts of different colors like red, green, white, blue, yellow, because a lot of those colors represent the colors of many flags across the Latin American countries. So the first thing you need to know is how to fold this. And the first thing you need to do is you need to take the long side of the paper, so this is my short side, this is my long side, and you're gonna fold it down just about 2 inches all the way across the top. And make sure you have a nice crease all the way across. After you folded it one time down, go ahead and fold it over one more time. And now you should have a fold that's double folded down across the top. The next step in this process is you're gonna take this paper and you're gonna fold it in half like a book, okay? Make sure you crease it nice and well down the center. And now you have your fold across the top, and like a book, this side is closed. You want to make sure that this part that you folded is on the outside of the paper, okay? And then the next step is kind of the hard part, and this is usually where I lose people. So if you need to watch this video more than once, we can watch it as many times as you need to learn how to fold your paper. But basically, I've divided the paper into 3 separate triangles. Triangle number 1, triangle number 2, triangle number 3. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it on top of itself. So my first fold is gonna be approximately to that line. Your guys' paper is not gonna draw the lines because you don't wanna have any lines once you cut this out, okay? Then, after you make it to here, you're gonna fold it again. And you are basically folding from where you made this tiny fold, that 2-inch fold at the top, all the way down your paper. So you should end up with something like this. Then you're gonna start cutting, and basically it's like cutting a snowflake. You wanna make sure that you cut along only the folded edges. I don't wanna cut along these edges that are not folded because when I open it up, my entire snowflake or papel picado will fall apart, okay? So I've already started cutting one over here. And what I've done is I've made sure I made cuts along just the folded edges. In my opinion, I think it's always better to do small, thin, long cuts than it is to do big, round cuts. And so all you need to do is just decide wherever you're at and make cuts, and make sure you don't cut across any parts that are open, okay? Now once I start cutting along all this line, I can also fold it up because I folded twice, and I can cut along this line as well to make different cuts. And then when you're done and you feel like you're ready to unfold it, you can just unfold it. And if you're happy with it, you can give this to your teacher. Otherwise, you can fold it right back up and keep going. It's up to you. Hope you guys have fun.